topmost mountain. My good deeds are very few, they're like a small pebble. I turn to you, my heart full of shame, my eyes full of tears. Bestow your forgiveness and mercy upon me. Ya Allah, send your peace and blessings on the final prophet and his family and companions and those who follow him.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This Surah Yasin was brought to you by Murchison Spice, Peter Maritzburg. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your day.
There's something cooking at Murchison Spice, and its name is Elite Basmati Rice, available throughout the Middle East and now available in South Africa. Brought to you by Murchison Spice, Peter Maritzburg. Available in Golden Cellar and Premium White, high in vitamins and low in calories. Perfect for the health conscious. Contact Murchison Spice on 033 387 2121. That's 033 387 2121. Murchison Spice. Taste the East.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
The chaos and destruction in the Gaza Strip is beyond comprehension. Virtually everyone is displaced, hungry, and in urgent need of life-saving humanitarian support. The Al-Imdad Foundation has been working tirelessly to address the health, nutrition, and water needs of the population. Our hospital, water deliveries, and hot meal programs are made possible with your support. Your donation, big or small, is a lifeline for those in dire need. Help Gaza survive. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
This May, something beautiful is coming your way. Urban Women and Community Buzz are coming together to celebrate the strength of you, the women who carry it all.
If you're a widow or a single mom who is the sole provider, this is your moment.
We're selecting 50 incredible women for a special day filled with joy, appreciation, and love. Because you matter most.
To qualify, simply DM your story and date of birth on Instagram at Al-Ansar Foundation. Proudly brought to you by Al-Ansar Outreach.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
There's a beautiful story of a student of knowledge. He was extremely hungry at once, so he went out there to search for food. He could not find any food. He asked people, people did not give him any food, unfortunately. So he went into a farm and he grabbed an apple and he ate an apple, and then he regretted his action. He was saddened about what he has done. So he asked people, who owns this farm? So they've told him there's a person that lives in that specific area. So he went to him, he said, please forgive me. I have eaten an apple from your farm. Please forgive me. He said, I will not forgive you. وَسَأَكُونْ خَصْمَكْ أَمَامَ اللَّهِ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. And I will be your opposition the day of judgment in front of Allah. He said, it was only an apple. please forgive me. He said, I will not forgive you, and he walked back inside the house. So this young man waits outside the house. He waits from after Dhuhr until before Asr, and this man comes out. He said, I beg you to forgive me. He said, I'm willing to become a laborer. I am willing to work for you. Just forgive me for that apple. He said, okay, I'll forgive you on one condition. He said, what is it? He said, that you marry my daughter. And he was overwhelmed. He was very happy. He said, but she has few problems. She's deaf, dumb, blind, and disabled. He said, what? He said, I will never forgive you until you marry her. He said, I will never forgive you until you marry her. And they have set a certain date for this young man to come. So he came dragging his legs along because he's saddened. He's upset that he's going to marry someone that he's going to be looking after for the rest of his life. So he walks inside the house. He sees a beautiful girl. And she comes up to him. And he's just astonished. He's amazed. He's surprised. And he's looking at her, dumbfounded, flabbergasted. Subhanallah al-Azim. And she said to him, she said, are you surprised? He said, yes. He said, your father has said that you're blind, deaf, dumb, and disabled. She said to him, my father has been looking for a spouse for me for a long time. He's been looking for a husband for me for a long time. And when he saw that you're fearful of Allah because of the apple that you've eaten, he knew that you are the right person for me. And she said to him, yes, I am blind from looking at haram. And I am deaf from hearing haram. And I am dumb from speaking ill haram. And I am disabled to walk to haram. I am disabled to walk to haram. Subhanallah. And guess what? They were married. And guess who their son was? Their son is one of the greatest A'imma rahmatullahi alayh. His name is Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh.
Your award-nominated Breakfast Rush with Nichal Sarawan.
Hearing to TBR every day has really inspired my whole life. You guys really rock.
From 6 to 8, that's the best 2 hours of our lives. Hats off to you guys. Thank you very much. You'll really brighten up our day.
I really enjoy listening to the Breakfast Rush with Nichal. My day wouldn't be the same without the Breakfast Rush. I love the TBR show.
Monday to Friday, 6 till 8 a.m.
يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك أنت نور الله فجرا جئت بعد العسر يسرا ربنا أعلاك قدرا يا إمام الأنبياء أنت في الوجدان حي أنت للعينين ضي أنت عند الحاضري أنت هاد وصفي يا حبيبي يا محمد يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك صلوات الله عليك يرتوي بالحب قلبي حب خير رسل ربي من به أبصرت دربي يا شفيعي يا رسول الله أيها المختار فينا زادنا الحب حنينا جئتنا بالخير دينا
It is your breakfast rush. It is Wednesday morning. Assalamu alaikum, everybody, and welcome on into your breakfast rush on this Wednesday, the 29th day of April 2026. It's 6:30. Assalamu alaikum, Nazmeera Cassim. How are you doing?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Good.
Other than
just a little bit chilly.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Other than us needing to carry some little blankets, all as well.
Furry blankets all over the place. It's 6:31. If you're on the roads right now, we've got to get you a first look at traffic. But remind you at the same time that you are our eyes and ears on the road. So 060-904-1056. That's the WhatsApp number. If you come across a traffic snag that we should mention to others that are going to be joining you on the roads, then please do send us a message in studio on WhatsApp, so that we can read that information out to everybody else as well.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Colonel Raouf, Assalamu alaikum. Wednesday Mubarak and welcome.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing this morning?
Wonderfully.
I think everybody wants to take their blanket and go with them today in the car.
No, I don't like blankets.
You don't? Oh, okay.
I don't like jackets.
TMI. Anyway, what's happening on the road?
There are lots of issues in the city yesterday with regards to plumbers and so forth. And I think that possibly might carry on today. So just be aware of that. Be careful. Lots of roads that were blocked and water pipes that were opened up yesterday. And that might continue because obviously they're looking for payment. But just be aware of that, please. M7 westbound, before Belleville, you have two trucks broken down, blocking the left-hand lane. Be careful. Just before the bend. So they're not going anywhere. Remember, the truck's now going to get onto the middle lane. Past the truck's broken down. It's going to cause congestion. Broken down truck on the N2 North, King Shaka Airport, left-hand lane obstructed. So there will be delays in that vicinity. Travelers forecast for the morning, if you're traveling, you're from Pietermaritzburg to Durban, you just got traffic slow moving at the Peaceville area, otherwise looking good. Remember, there's a control in place between the M13 and the N3. There's roadworks as well. Slow moving traffic at Hilton due to roadworks. Also slow moving traffic in the Pietermaritzburg area between Howick and Pietermaritzburg, obviously due to roadworks as well. That's your first update.
Thank you very much, Colonel. Much appreciated. We will catch up with you at 7.
And we're going to get one anagram at 7.
Looking forward to it. A whole series of letters. And we'll get everybody to just unscramble them like unscrambled eggs. And we'll see what comes up. I hope the word is not boiled eggs.
Hot chocolate would be a good one this morning.
Chocolate. Yes. Yeah, there's an idea.
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
Interesting. Durban feeling like 15 degrees at the moment, but when I was driving down, was feeling like 13. 23-degree lunchtime high. Clear day expected, and around about lunchtime, cloud cover to start settling in. But that's Durban for today. 23 at lunchtime. Pietermaritzburg clear, 21. Feels like 6 degrees in Maritzburg at the moment. Richards Bay, mostly sunny, 23. Margate clear, 21. Out in Ladysmith, from 7 up to a cloudy 21 degrees today. 10 the low in Newcastle, and a mostly cloudy 21 at lunchtime. Johannesburg, 9 up to a clear 21 degrees. And Cape Town from 9 up to a clear 20. And that, according to the weather app, is what we should expect as we drive around or fly around the country today. Child protection organizations are raising urgent concerns about the psychological impact of violent crime on children following 2 deeply traumatic incidents in South Africa. They're emphasizing the importance of seeking assistance if children are exposed to trauma. We'll expand on this topic around about 10 past 7 this morning. Buddy Governor is expected on your Wednesday sporting update. And of course, we've got headlining news in between. It's 6:35 on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning. That chill in the air is just there to let you know that winter's on its way.
Yeah, that, and you probably need some collagen.
Collagen? Collagen? What's a collagen going to do? Fatten you up. Fatten your ears up and keep them warm. I don't know. Collagen. Well, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, have you gotten into the cupboards already and just got out your winter stuff and started saying, okay, this has got to go in the washing now?
One blanket.
Just the one?
Just the one blanket.
Okay.
And then jackets that I haven't seen for the longest time.
Yeah, no, we have an annual reunion with jerseys and jackets and those sort of things. So got my Radio Al-Ansar jacket out.
Lovely.
Yesterday, and Mondli commented on it this morning. He says, that's a nice jacket.
It is quite nice.
And I thought to myself, okay, this jacket is about 10 years old.
Wow. We take care of our things.
I do, right? Like I said previously with the cell phone, if you're an adult, you know how to take care of your stuff. Children, generally speaking, damage their things. But anyway, but I only see these jackets and jerseys like for 2 months, if even 2 months in a year.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, they're folded away, packed away, stuffed in a cupboard somewhere. Which is why I'm just thinking, does everybody do that, or is it just me? Like round about now, when it starts getting nippy, I start going looking for the clothing that I have an annual visit with.
I think it's a everybody thing, and then sometimes you get surprised because you didn't know that you had that there.
Oh, you forgot. Yeah. Yeah. And then you remember something that you had a couple of years ago, and you think to yourself, but why and where would this be? Did it go into that portal with the socks in the washing machine?
Have you ever used gloves during this time of year in Durban?
In Durban, no.
Okay.
No, but traveling Johannesburg, yeah.
This morning,
Newcastle, Moirova.
I needed the gloves.
Yeah, but listen, this one here is like Schumacher. She uses her gloves every day.
The other one.
There we go. Thusi, Salamu Alaikum, says, keep warm, stay blessed. Peter Maritzburg.
And salams, wishing everyone a blessed day ahead from Shah and Mersina of Savannah Park. Farida Ibrahim sends hearts with beautiful colors, saying salam to everyone.
Razia Qadr, Assalamu Alaikum to you as well. Farooq Khan sends through the cutest little babaki video. And wait, hold it. I want to play this. I want to play this video on the air because this child makes an annual visit to the studio as well. And sounds like this. No? Nothing. No sound. That's what Durban sounds like. Again.
Habib and Samson must be laughing at us right now and say they don't even know the meaning of the word.
No, everybody outside of KZN laughs at us when we say it's cold. But listen, it's cold for us because we live here. We've acclimatized to here. It might be colder wherever you are, but for us it's like this.
Behind that camera.
Babaki. But this Babaki is not a Babaki anymore, man. Grown up substantially. I'm pretty certain this child is probably about 10 years old.
But it's a concern. We are only on the 29th day of April. What's going to happen on the 29th day of June?
A month from now, 2 months from now, we'll be sounding, everybody going to be sounding like that. Assalamu alaikum, Hasina. Hopefully it's warm for you guys out in Newcastle. I'm listening, busy packing my suitcase. Going to be Tanda in Jozi. MH, take your hot water bottle with you.
Interesting time for a Durbanite to make that trip. Anissa says, Salaamu Alaikum, trust everyone is well. Every morning we need to thank Allah for blessing us with another day to worship Him, to live and to hope.
There you go. True story, eh? Wishing everybody a blessed and safe day. Wahida in Phoenix. How many of your listeners do this? Put the TV on, but be on their phones. I think a good 70% would be doing that. The television will be on. It's now background to your phone, because on your phone you've got everything else that you want. You want social media, it's there. You want your WhatsApp, it's there. You want the latest news and the TV's not giving to you at that time, it's there. It's on your phone. So yeah, I would assume that a good 70% of people do that. The TV will be on with TBR on YouTube, and then you got your phone doing everything else.
Yeah. Like I can hear what they're saying.
What?
And intermittently I can see them.
Yeah. Every now and then. Ismail Khan, Assalamu alaikum. Shabir and Shaida Ali, Assalamu alaikum to you as well. Sarah Bibi Mustafa says, yes, me too. I take care of my clothes. After 10 years or more, clothes still fit like brand new. Sarah, we weren't talking about scarves.
I love Sarah Bibi Mustafa because she makes us feel like very good students. We get golden stars every morning.
Gold stars.
Just like how she says it. Golden stars.
Every single day.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Pack your bags for an amazing trip to Russia, magical Moscow, bustling and vibrant, an unforgettable visit to the huge, beautiful Moscow Central Masjid for Juma Salah and lunch hosted by the Imam. St. Petersburg, wow, a cross between London, Paris and Amsterdam. At midnight on board a boat, we move slowly through the canals, marveling at all the brightly lit palaces. Then it's off to the Muslim province of Kazan. The tour departs 8 June. Already half full. Hurry, call or WhatsApp AB Dowji 082 352 3526. The word is Maja.
Hungry for a deal that hits the spot? Get the top duo deal. 2 large margarita pizzas plus 1 topping each for $1.99. Or go big or go home with the Bellissima duo deal. 2 large Bellissima pizzas for $2.69. Pure flavor perfection. And that's not all. The snack box combos are here. Your pizza boy's favorite pack to the ultimate munch box. Don't forget our daily lunch specials. Delicious, quick and wallet friendly. Only at Pizza Boys. Taste that hits different. Pizza Boys, bring your va-va-voom to your slice of life. Find your nearest Pizza Boys near you. Pizza Boys, we don't cut corners.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm Zainab.
And I'm Humaira, and we are both from London.
We only listen to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त 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 कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त अकी जमलंगा तू अली 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 अकी जमलंगा अकी जमलंगा सचे पे मन लेंगे अजुनी ते कल सारे अली अली कहेंगे मस्त 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 दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त सारे सानी सपनी बापा बापा नी गरे गरे सासनी निधा दा पापा परा ni sa sa ni da pa da ni sa रब ने किन्ने शान बढ़ाए बेकर माते कर्म कमाए बेकर माते कर्म कमाए जेड़ा भी तेरे दर ते आए ओ न कदी भी खाली जाए एको विरद है दम दम अली अली एको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त शाना उचिया तेरिया पीरा हो बड़ दूर हनेरिया पीरा हो बड़ दूर हनेरिया पीरा आसा है बतेरिया पीरा सुन अर्जाज मेरिया पीरा इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली 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 सखीलाल कलंदर हाँ सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त सारे सारे सपनी बाबा बाबा रे रे सारे सा 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 रे रे गा गा रे रे सारे सा गा रे बाबा मगा रे सा सारे सा सपनी बाबा बाबा रे रे सारे सा नजर करम दी पावी साया बेड़िया बन्ने लावी साया बेड़िया बन्ने लावी साया भूलना किधरे जावी साया लगियां तोड़ निभावी साया इको विरद है दम दम अली अली इको विरद है दम दम अली अली सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त सखीलाल कलंदर मस्त मस्त झूलेलाल कलंदर मस्त 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 कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त मस्त दम मस्त कलंदर मस्त
There you go. Put a little bit of pep in your step on a Wednesday morning. Fazila Kaji wishing you a very, very safe morning this morning. Assalamu alaikum to you. And she sends through emojis and says, that's why I call you guys my energizers. Hey, listen, we're happy to live up to the name. Right. I love this. This is what I call constructive feedback.
Tell us.
This is what I call thank Afzal Bhai. Jazakallah. Jazakallah. He says, Assalamu alaikum, Breakfast Rush team. When I watch your channel on YouTube, I find that screen behind the right shoulder of the presenter very distracting and disturbing. Can we ask AKS? No, he said ask. Can we please ask the person in charge to switch it off?
Ask and you shall receive.
You're talking about that one there behind me? That one?
I can understand why.
Listen, it's contrast. You see, we don't want to give you a completely black and white image, so we give you color in the back there. But Jenna, I hear you, Afzal. Jazakallah for your feedback. This is exactly what we need to improve what we're doing for you on YouTube. Let me let you into a few secrets, one really quickly. So there's a redesign being planned for the studio.
Oh, fun.
Right? Redesign. One of the plans is to move all three screens completely.
To where?
somewhere else.
Okay.
Right? So, I don't know. Maybe I got one more office. I don't know. We'll see. But there is a plan. And Jazakallah Afzal for your constructive feedback this morning. We do appreciate it. So, yeah, design changes, lighting changes, and all of those things being planned at the moment for the studio, because every single morning when you guys switch into YouTube, you're assisting this team to perfect what we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish, so that it can be rolled out on other shows in a similar manner. Because the look and feel that we're going for on The Breakfast Rush is a visually entertaining look as well. So besides us always telling you that South Africa is gorgeous and beautiful and it's got so much to see, Zach's taken it upon himself to get visual images of Durban firstly, and then various places in South Africa that's absolutely gorgeous,
and
show it to you.
Alhamdulillah for that, because my personal opinion is that in a very, very short space, the visuals have grown tremendously.
Like that short, as short as Nichal short. That like 2 months.
Shorter
really.
than Nichal short.
Right. Like 2 months, and that was it. My jersey, my coats, my winter clothes, all out getting washed up, I suppose. Jazakallah, Nazmeera, for the compliments. May Allah reward you abundantly.
All of us. Salim says, Salam, Breakfast Rush team, enjoying the show, and the word is maja.
I was thinking about that this morning.
Keep up the good work.
Uncle AB. Maja. So there we go. Breakfast Rush team. What a beautiful warm up to the day. Awesomeness personified. This is Nurunisa. Making shukr for another blessed day. I'm confused. Is it the 11th or the 12th of the Qadr? Don't answer now. Please don't answer. Go do your research, right? Go ask everybody and their nani. In fact, Mondli, if you would, escort Nazmeera to the roof so she can just check which half of the moon is actually available.
So I do believe that it is the 11th.
Right.
But if you feel I'm wrong, let me know, inshallah.
Alrighty. You could do that. 8 to 7 now. Awesome track, gets the energy flowing. Just want to wish my awesome sister Fahima a happy birthday. May Allah grant you all of the best always. Love and du'as from Anisa, Suleiman and the family.
Assalamu alaikum, my wonderful TBR team. Alhamdulillah. I just love this beautiful, crisp, cool air at Tahajjud and Fajr. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us all safe. From Sister Husna.
Isn't it just that exactly what you need?
It is.
That crisp.
It is, and that
morning breeze.
Must the calendar tied up perfectly.
Okay, so besides being your breakfast show, we also have to be those guys that bring you all the information that you need as you get up and go.
6:53, and the editor of the Sunday Times, Makudu Sefara, has been placed on special leave after the Special Investigating Unit conducted investigations linked to misappropriated public funds and projects financed by the National Lotteries Commission. In a media statement issued on Tuesday, April 28, 2026, the SIU detailed how funds allocated to non-profit organizations were misused, with payments flowing to various entities and individuals, including a company linked to veteran journalist Sefara. During this investigation, the SIU spokesperson, Salbi Mahoto, said the unit recovered at least 3.2 million rands.
They say missing.
Yep.
Aren't those just reappropriated?
But we found it now.
Or redeployed. Those funds were redeployed somewhere else. Anyway, the United Arab Emirates has announced its decision to quit OPEC and OPEC Plus to focus on national interests, dealing with a heavy blow to the oil exporting groups at a time when the US-Israel war on Iran has caused a historic energy shock and rattled the global economy. A statement carried by state media said yesterday that the move, which will take effect on Friday, reflects the UAE's long-term strategic and economic vision and evolving energy profile. The loss of the UAE a long-standing OPEC member, could create disarray and weaken the oil cartel, which has usually sought to show a united front despite internal disagreements over a range of issues, from geopolitics to production quotas.
Back home, the South African Police Service, with the support of airports company South Africa, have arrested 2 more drug mules at OR Tambo International Airport yesterday. This brings the total number of drug traffickers arrested at the international gateway to 4 over the past 3 days. On Monday, SAPS members deployed at the airport acted on information regarding suspected drug traffickers allegedly planning to travel to Frankfurt and London via Doha.
So I've got this friend that I've known for the better part of 2 decades.
That is amazing.
That is a long time friend.
Lessons to be learned
Right.
as well.
Haven't seen him in
people
about
of
3
today.
decades, but
Doesn't
I'm just saying it's a long time, right? But
Video
anyway,
calls are a thing.
yeah, I know we both don't like doing that. We also both don't like voice notes.
Just saying, right?
Especially at 5:30, 5:45 in the morning, 6, 7, 8. The best time to send me a voice note is after your birthday, just before your next one, on a leap year.
Tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll send it at 3:30.
So anyway,
He's gonna block me.
this is, no, not necessarily. Just ignore. My ignore game is strong. Anyway, his name is Desan Tatia.
Okay.
He is a senior news reporter for ENCA News, and we've been buddies for a very, very long time. This morning, opened up his Facebook, and he's penned an article which I think he's gone and hit the nail on the head so hard, the nail is staying hit with this article. So on his Facebook profile, Desan Tatia writes, a week ago, the Monswamis were relatively unknown outside their rural Newark surroundings. Today, more than 100 people, mostly strangers, pitched up outside the Quadaguza Magistrates Court in their names. People who most likely know how easily it could have been them. Even though the Monswamis' voices were permanently silenced last week, these ones were loud, angry, united. So brutal was the attack on the multi-generational family that shockwaves exploded across the country and beyond. And now, for the first time, the world was expecting to see the faces of the men linked to 7 grisly murders. The 20-something who allegedly shattered the sanctity of a loving home, brazen, resolute, and heartless in their approach. Emptying a pistol magazine on 3 victims in a desolate bush, knifing the others. But the confidence and fearlessness needed to end a life was strangely absent in the dock. Linda Mteane, Bongomenzi Mpongose, and Luyanda Mteane dragged their feet as they entered the packed courtroom. Unsure, anxious, almost cowardly. Their clothes looked worn and tired, no different from their faces. In the front row, the province's premier and deputy police commissioner. Behind them, solemn-faced friends, neighbors, and relatives of the Monswamis. The media fraternity remained firm in its quest to broadcast proceedings, to squeeze the country into a courtroom we could barely fit in, to allow disillusioned citizens an opportunity to see justice start to unfold. But the accused wanted to hide. No names, no pictures, nothing to identify them, they're told their zealous legal aid representative. They wouldn't have a fair trial, they said. On behalf of my colleagues, and this is not Desan writing, on behalf of my colleagues, I reminded the court how transparency is crucial. I mentioned the massive public interest and more. In the end, the magistrate allowed our cameras in, but the accused got their wish too. No faces. Did those eyes we now had to protect watch Alan Monswami and his family take their final breaths? Were those now silent mouths barking orders in somebody else's home? Was Mpongose's face the last one Alan's 20-year-old daughter saw while in excruciating pain? I guess we'll only know at the end of the court process. One that will interrogate the 17 counts that they face: housebreaking, premeditated murder, kidnapping, rape. But for now, the journey to justice has only just begun. I think it's a brilliantly written piece by a fantastic journalist, Desin Tatia. He is a senior reporter for more than a decade now with ENCA News. You've seen him on television, you've read his articles, and you hear him every so often on his social media. I think he's done a wonderful job with writing this one here. And whilst we didn't talk about this last week when it did occur, we touched on it, very briefly. I, for one, am quite interested to find out how justice rolls itself out on these three individuals. There have been numerous calls on social media for the death penalty to be reinstated in South Africa, using this case as the catalyst for the death penalty to be reinstated in South Africa. How do you feel about it? 060-904-1056. Let's get your thoughts and your opinions as we roll out your 7 a.m. news with Thabile Duma.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Making news at 7, current speculation suggests that our former police minister
The Breakfast Rush
and current National Executive Committee member Bheki Cele is among the candidates being considered by the ANC for the position of eThekwini Regional Convener. And Lebanon's Prime Minister has accused Israel of perpetrating a heinous crime in targeting and killing civil defense emergency workers. Good morning, I'm Thabile Duma. Current speculation suggests that a former police minister and current National Executive Committee member Bheki Cele is among the candidates being considered by the ANC for the position of eThekwini Regional Convener. ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula is expected to unveil the eThekwini regional leadership together with the provincial additional members to serve on the newly reconfigured provincial structure under Mike Mabuyakulu as the convener. According to a source who is a member of the ANC in eThekwini, Cele's name pops up alongside that of Thabani Nyawose, current eThekwini speaker and a member of the outgoing regional task team. Staying with local news, KwaZulu-Natal National Freedom Party chairperson Bali Shinga will remain in her office as a social development MEC after she was granted an appeal against her expulsion by the party. After its National Working Committee meeting, which was held in Umkababa Hotel south of Durban over the weekend, the party's highest structure granted Shinga an opportunity to appeal her expulsion. In a statement issued by the newly elected Secretary General Sunset Qaba, the party said, guided by the provisions of its constitution and in the spirit of fairness, accountability and organizational renewal, the NWC granted her an appeal against her expulsion. The party is expected to appoint an appeal chairperson who it said would be impartial to hear and determine the appeal. Meanwhile, the National Treasury wants to take on municipal officials who are responsible for nearly 151 billion rands in unauthorized, irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditure incurred by municipalities. According to Auditor General Tsakani Maluleka, municipalities must recover part of the nearly 151 billion rands in unauthorized, irregular, fruitless and wasteful expenditure incurred by the country's 257 municipalities. Reports prepared by Maluleka showed that municipalities have incurred 137 billion rands in irregular expenditure, 8.5 billion rands in unauthorized and 5.27 billion rands in fruitless and wasteful expenditure. Treasury means that Section 32 must be read together with the Labour Law, Criminal Law, the Municipal Systems Act, the Municipal Supply Chain Management Regulations, the Municipal Regulations on Financial Misconduct Procedures, and now the criminal proceedings and all other applicable legislation. More than 200 schools are needed in Gauteng to address the shortage of schools in Gauteng. This comes as a classroom overcrowding in many schools, especially in the townships, persist. Gauteng's public schools face 30 or more children in a single classroom. Gauteng Education MEC Lebogang Maile's department now believes that a public-private partnership could be the solution. And finally, Lebanon's Prime Minister has accused Israel of perpetrating a heinous crime in the targeting and killing of civil defense emergency workers, 3 of whom were among 5 people killed in a double Israeli strike in southern Lebanon. Lebanon's Ministry of Health has said 2 successive Israeli strikes on a building in the town of Majdal Zun yesterday killed 5 people, including 3 rescue workers who went to help those injured in the initial Israeli attack on the targeted building. A spokesperson for the Lebanese Civil Defense told the news agency that the 3 rescuers were initially trapped under rubble by the second Israeli strike and were later confirmed dead in the attack. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands and 55 cents, to the euro at 19 rands and 39 cents, to the pound at 22 rands and 38 cents. The Saudi riyal is at 4 rands and 41 cents. Gold is trading at $4,599.70 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $111.14 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with the headlines at 7:30 for Radio Alan News. I'm Thabile Duma.
Asking questions to the listeners of the Breakfast Rush is quite exhilarating. We ask about the death penalty and what do you think, because social media is talking about this case that's taking place in Quadagusa at the moment, and many people on social media saying, yeah, bring it back, bring back the death penalty.
Yeah.
On YouTube right now, Farouk says death penalty, definitely. This will most likely be a deterrent and help with overcrowding in prisons. That's on YouTube. In studio on WhatsApp, why waste time? They committed gruesome murder and that's it. To the justice system, set an example, bring back the death penalty. Maybe then we will have a safer country. Bring back the death penalty. This is somebody else now. To put an end to crime. One more. The way we'll get our country back is the death penalty, but unfortunately we are full of criminals from the top, so I don't see it happening. Brother Ibrahim, Salamu Alaikum, the law is something else. Now murder 7 people gruesomely, but tell the suspects to cover their face. Well, I suppose they've got rights as well, you know. I strongly believe the death penalty should be reinstated. If the criminal didn't feel sorry for the victims, then why should we feel sorry for the criminal? Crimes like murder don't just happen overnight. Last message now, right? These scum don't need a fair trial. Give them the death penalty, but that won't happen in South Africa. They need the same treatment to them. Feed them to the maggots also. So people listening in, answering the question with some very, very specific anger.
Yeah.
You know?
And valid.
Thabile, your thoughts? As our journalist, before we talk to the colonel.
I think it should. No, this comment doesn't come from me as a journalist. It comes from me as Thabile.
As a mummy?
Yes.
Okay, mummy.
Mummy. So I do believe that the death penalty is something that should be reinstated. It's necessary in the time that we live in, because when I also look at the other side of things, you get people who are giving police flag for actually shooting and killing criminals.
But the cops are not shooting at somebody who's not shooting at them first.
That's the thing.
Right.
So that's the thing that confuses me, is that people, there are other people or certain sectors, maybe activists or whoever, they say, okay, these people have life, but then they disregard other people's lives at that. So
let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
If the street lights weren't working on your road, would you leave home at 5 o'clock in the morning to get to the studio by 6?
Sorry, no.
Why?
Because I'd be a victim.
Of what? The light's not working.
No, of crime, because there'll be somebody there waiting for a chance. There's probably somebody there even when the light is on.
But the light's a deterrent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might happen one way or the other.
So South Africans up and down the country, doesn't matter which area you live in, have to be aware of crime. And now this community in Newark, their heightened attention at the moment. Everybody's living on sort of tender tips and hooks right now because of what's just taken place there. The story of the Monswami family and their gruesome end has literally gone international. And it's shining a light on South Africa, a light that we don't need. We do not need that light. I've had people come over to the country over the last couple of weeks, let's say over the last month, that visited South Africa for the very first time, and the things that they were concerned about is what they see in news, what they read in on their news cycles. They're concerned about that. They were talking about how many security do you have per individual that's flying down.
Yeah.
And there were 20 individuals that flew down.
Right.
They needed to know that each individual had more than 2 people per. So that was the promoters of the concert basically hiring 40 guards on the first day. When they got there, it was like an army that came in to pick up a small regiment. And it's only because of what they're reading of this country in their newspapers, what they're seeing on international news, that they were so afraid to come in to South Africa.
Now that's affecting money that's coming into the country.
How is that affecting our tourism? You know, these guys came through because they were going to be working, but they would not have booked tickets and come here as tourists. Only after the second day, when they saw what South Africa actually is, the way we live South Africa, were they calm. And we managed to get, at least 2/3 of that regiment sent somewhere else to work. But that's a reality that we're facing. Here's another reality.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Colonel Raouf, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. No, you see now, near me is Jub Jub Sweets.
Jub Jub Sweets.
Yeah.
What
I'm
is
not
it?
saying anything else.
What is a Jub Jub? Anybody know what a Jub Jub Sweet is?
I think it's a type of jelly
Right?
with sugar on the outside. That's the only one I know.
Anyway, what's happening in traffic?
Looking good at this point. We've got some huge abnormal loads that are currently on the N2 coming through Pongola towards Richards Bay. Very, very slow moving, taking up the entire road at some point. So please just be careful that if you're traveling out north, going towards Pongola, towards Richards Bay, towards Peter Tip, you're going to come across those abnormal loads. There's quite a few of them, but just be aware of that. They're traveling at about 10, 15 km per hour. That's the speed they can go at. Cannot go any more than that. Just be careful, please. They're traveling towards Richards Bay. It will be some time before they get there. So those trucks we spoke about on the M7 at Belleville Road, still there. Traffic is still backing up on the M7 when westbound before Belleville Road. So just be aware of that, please. Approach with caution. We're coming out of Pine Town using the St. John's Avenue ramp, going on to the M13. Now, we're heading towards Durban. Just be careful because the road is starting to cave in. From the information I'm receiving, it's about 2 meters wide, about 1 meter deep. So the left-hand side of the roadway is starting to cave in quite badly. The authorities have been notified. Hopefully they'll get there and close that section of the road up so nobody gets caught in that sinkhole. So you're traveling on the N2 this morning northbound, traffic starting to build up. As you're approaching the Spaghetti Junction between the M7 and Spaghetti, you saw the freeway still moving as well, coming into Durban, taking the Victoria Magma off-ramp. M41 starting to congest as well as you're approaching the Hairpin Bend eastbound onto the M4. The R102 between Ottawa and Northern Drive, is it? Yeah, Northern Drive is the old name. Traffic is building up considerably in that vicinity. So just allow for extra travel time if you're going towards the M41, please. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, Colonel Rauf. We've got a discussion with Childline SA lined up, but before that, can we have your letters for this morning's anagram, please?
Yes, you may. Are you ready?
Yeah, that's why I was asking and all, because I was ready.
I'm just checking.
Okay.
November. N.
Charlie.
C.
India.
I.
Romeo.
No. R.
Papa.
P.
Oscar.
O.
Sierra.
C.
S.
Oscar.
O. All right, one more time for those of us that weren't listening.
November.
N.
Charlie.
C.
India.
I.
Romeo.
R.
Papa.
P.
Oscar.
O.
Sierra.
S.
Oscar.
O. And those letters are on your screen. If you're watching YouTube right now, Colonel, I think the words are too easy. Because
tomorrow,
Raisa sent her your answer just as we were reading it out the second time around.
Raisa is using AI, you think?
Raisa is using AI. You think so?
I'm telling you.
There's an egg unscrambler AI. Shazia's got it correct. Nasima's got it correct. Anisa, Razia, Far, and so many others. It's just raining scorpions at the moment.
Okay, tomorrow you'll get a stinger.
There you go. Assalamu alaikum, sir. There you go. So you can't get these guys. You cannot get these guys. If they're listening to the Breakfast Rush, and there's a lot of them, man, they shop. It takes a lot to get these guys. All you got to do is just say to them thus, in a few minutes, we're going to be giving one of you the opportunity to put your name on a wheel that's going to spin tomorrow. So you can win a weekly prize with the Cellular City Group. And on Friday, we give away the brand new Honor 600. So if you want to enter with Vodacom and win, now's the time to send a message.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At African Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for only 16,500 Rand or a borehole for 65,000 Rand in Africa or Afghanistan. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. Give water, give life with Africa Muslims Agency.
Durban Halal Meats, the butcher with a twist. Whether you're firing up the braai or stocking up for your business, we've got you covered. From premium lamb, beef and chicken to custom cuts and bulk orders, all 100% halal certified by Sanha. Enjoy our convenient buy and braai service, fast delivery and easy online ordering at durbanhalalmeats.co.za. Visit us at 84 Felix Dlamini Road, Durban Halal Meats. Quality, affordability, trust, meat made better.
The views and opinions expressed by the guest and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Woolerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
19 minutes past 7 on your breakfast rush, and child protection organizations are raising urgent concerns about the psychological impact of violent crimes on children following two deeply traumatic incidents here in South Africa. In Pietermaritzburg, a 7-year-old girl is receiving counseling after witnessing the brutal murder of her pregnant mother. The child's stepfather says she is battling fear, anxiety and separation distress in the aftermath of the attack. Meanwhile, in Emerentia, 2 children were left traumatized after witnessing a road rage shooting that claimed their father's life and left their mother seriously injured. Organizations like Child Alliance South Africa and the South African Depression and Anxiety Group are urging caregivers to seek professional help, warning that exposure to such violence can have long-term emotional and psychological effect on these children. Let's talk more about this with Adeshni Naika, the director of Childline KwaZulu-Natal. Adeshni, good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rush on Radio Al Ansar.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
Adeshni, from your experience, how deeply can witnessing violent incidents like these affect a child's mental and their emotional development?
Witnessing violence like these incidents can have a deep and lasting impact on a child. It often affects how they feel about safety, trust, and relationships. Children may start to see the world as unsafe, the very place that they thought was a safe one, and that can shape how they interact with others as they grow older. It also affects their emotional development, making it harder for them to manage or regulate feelings like fear, anger, and such.
Now, in the Pietermaritzburg case, we hear the child is experiencing separation anxiety and fear. Are these common reactions, and what other signs should caregivers look out for?
Yes, absolutely. These are common reactions. After trauma, children often become fearful and may not want to be separated from the people they feel safest with. Other signs can include nightmares, trouble sleeping, mood changes, withdrawal, and they often become unusually clingy, or even physical complaints like stomach aches. Bedwetting is also one to look out for. Some children may also act out and show changes in behavior at school. Not just behavior, the academic results may differ from normal.
So, you've mentioned post-traumatic stress as a major concern. How does PTSD manifest differently in children compared to adults?
In children, it doesn't always look the same as it does in adults. Younger children may struggle to explain what they're feeling. And it often shows in their behavior, like regression, symptoms, or play that reflect what they're experiencing. They may relive the trauma through nightmares. Older children may show anxiety, irritability, difficulty in concentrating, or emotional numbness. The key difference in adults and children is that children show or display their trauma rather than being able to clearly talk about it.
In both these cases, the children witnessed violence involving their parents. Does trauma become more severe when it involves a primary caregiver?
Yes, it definitely. Parents or primary caregivers remain a child's main source of safety and protection. When the harm involves them, it can be especially confusing and distressing. It breaks a sense of trust and makes it harder for them to feel secure. Even if it's in a safe environment, like in home, the fact that the primary caregiver or parent is no longer there affects them. The emotional impact is often deeper because it does affect the child's core relationship.
Yeah. So there's often a temptation to shield children from the truth. How should caregivers balance honesty with protecting a child emotionally?
It is very important to be honest, but in a way that is age appropriate and gentle. children usually sense when something serious has happened, and not telling them the truth sometimes increases their anxiety and makes them come to their own conclusion. Caregivers should give simple, clear information. Try and avoid the graphic details and reassure the child that they are safe and being cared for. It's also important to allow children to ask questions and express their feelings as they see fit at their own pace.
As a final question, Adeshni, you've advised maintaining routines and limiting media exposure. Why are these factors so important in a child's recovery?
Routines help children feel a sense of normality and stability. This is very important after a traumatic experience. Knowing what to expect each day can make them feel safer and somewhat in control. Limiting media exposure is also very important, because repeated images or discussions of violence can be traumatizing and increase fear and anxiety. Technically, it's secondary trauma. Creating a calm, predictable environment gives the child the best chance to start healing.
Adeshni Naika, Director of Childline KZN, talking to us about children's exposure to trauma and the way they manifest it. Thank you for your time this morning, and thank you for what you guys do at Childline for the little ones of our community.
Thank you for having us.
Bye-bye.
26 minutes after 7, and we're getting ready to get into Vodacom segment for this morning. Now, I do see a few messages where people send through that they want to play with Vodacom and hopefully win. Inshallah, it's you. Now, if you are one of those people that sent in that message that you want to play with Vodacom, then I'm going to urge you to pick up your phone now, open up your WhatsApp, because it's quite possible that your phone's going to start ringing in less than 2 minutes.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
Your hits, your sound, your station, your TBR. Monday to Friday.
This May, something beautiful is coming your way. Urban Women and Community Buzz are coming together to celebrate the strength of you, the women who carry it all.
If you're a widow or a single mom who is the sole provider, this is your moment.
We're selecting 50 incredible women for a special day filled with joy, appreciation, and love. Because you matter most.
To qualify, simply DM your story and date of birth on Instagram at Al-Ansar Foundation. Proudly brought to you by Al-Ansar Outreach.
At Absa Islamic Banking, we get that the first lessons about money are never just about money.
2, 3, 400.
And what do we do with it?
We save some and we give some.
That's my boy. They're about responsibility, generosity, principles, and banking that honors your values. Get an Islamic youth account for your children, plus discounted banking for your spouse with Ultimate Islamic Banking. Apply online. Your story matters. ABSA. T's and C's apply. ABSA is an authorized financial services and credit provider.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
So this one's brought to you by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores. Now remember to follow them on their Instagram at Cellular City Group. That's CITI, Cellular City Group. Follow them on Instagram and you'll see the latest posts that are coming through from them, because they're giving you the answers to the questions. So follow at cellular city group? Get the answers, answer your phone when it rings, and win. It is quite literally just as simple as that. Now, Brother Mondli says to me, Quraisha is on the phone. Quraisha, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Birla.
Nice to have you on the program. Now, Quraisha, 3 questions for you to get correct so that we can put your name on a wheel that's spinning tomorrow to win this week's weekly prize. And then, inshallah, if you win that prize tomorrow, your name goes into the wheel on Friday, where you could win a brand new Honor 600 Lite. When I say brand new, it's so new, it just got on the shelf this week. Wait, hold it. What do you say? What do you say?
I said not many people have touched it yet.
Not in me. Right, Quraisha, question number 1 for you. The Cellular City Group has posted 3 deals on Instagram and Facebook. Please name one of the deals.
The Honor X6D
is
at $249 per month, and you get a free gift.
I'm like, okay, she's reading the whole advert. No problem. Go for it.
Well
Thank you very
done.
much. That's the correct answer. Question number 2. What is the storage on the Honor X6D?
Storage.
It's on the same advert that you just read to me. The answer's right there in front of you. What is the storage on the Honor X6? Oh.
She was so close.
Hey, that sound over there means the call got cut and all.
So close.
It's time to get your headlining news. Oh, man. What do we do? What do we do? Let's see who's here. Somebody's calling. Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Is anybody out there? No. We cut that one. Quraisha, are you back?
Assalamualaikum, I'm back.
Right. Hopefully.
256 gigabytes.
There we go. We got the answer. Last question for you. True or false? The Honor X6D and Honor 600 Lite comes with a free Honor gift. Is that true or false?
True.
Is the correct answer. Quraisha, thank you very much for playing this morning. Tell you what, we're going to put your name on that list for tomorrow on that wheel. That's just going to go and hopefully we get your name out of it and you win a prize.
Jazakallah, shukran. I really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Have a blessed
Have
day.
a wonderful and fantastic day. I only took off for my daughter's sports and I'm actually at work at this time. I'm so lucky, hey?
Are you running the mummies race at your daughter's sports?
Inshallah.
I mean, you have to.
I'm gonna ask you to give Thabile a little bit of encouragement so she can run the mummies race at her son's sports as well.
Please do so because we're there to have fun and make the kids happy that we are going to be entertaining them as well.
I have a year to prepare.
You've got a year to prepare,
Yeah.
like the comrades. Thank you, Quraisha. Have a blessed day. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, you too. Wa alaikum salam.
There we go. A year to prepare.
Yes, because he was going to grade 1
Next year.
Yeah.
So what we'll do for you
Yeah.
is give you some warm-ups at TBR's event.
Listen, I've seen Thabile with an entire group of maybe 60 or 70 people.
Yeah.
Do this whole kick fit thing with Buddy Governor on the beach.
Wow.
I remember that because I was scared. I didn't want to do that.
This feature on the Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, the Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0 Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play plug-and-play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Sandton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Breaking news at the bottom of the hour, KwaZulu-Natal Premier Thamsanqa Ntuli declared that the province is deliberately preparing for the jobs of the future by aligning its training systems with industry demand. The March and March movement has taken its demonstrations to the streets of Johannesburg. And finally, the United States Senate has blocked a resolution that would have prevented President Donald Trump from ordering military action against Cuba without a congregational approval. That's it for now. For Radio Alansar News, I'm Thabile Duma.
Thank you very much, Thabile Duma. You know, I'd love to have Jacinta in the studio. Like she must leave what she's doing in Jozi, if she's even there, right?
She was there.
And come here to 207 West Road, Novaport. Because sitting next to her, I'd like to have a prosecutor of the, let's say, magistrate's court at the very least.
Right.
I know one that we can bring here because he's on air with us every week. So he knows where the studio is. And I just want one question answered from both of them. Is what March and March is doing in South Africa legal? That's the only question I want to ask.
That would be an interesting conversation to have.
Right? There's this guy, I know I'm going to mispronounce his name. Right? But to me, it makes sense to say Angiswa.
Ungizwe.
Angaz is one way of saying it because he is the most vulgar, vulgar, uncouth, and I'm saying this on air, person to be leading other people. Because if you're leading from that point in time, it is deliberate.
It's deliberate.
He wants views. He wants views on social media. And a name that I never thought I'd mention on this radio station ever is somebody that did something that everybody needs to do to him, Somizi.
Oh, yes.
I never thought I'd mention Somizi because there wouldn't be a reason to mention his name, right?
But people might know him.
No, people know Somizi
Sure,
because he's a
everybody
South
knows
African
him.
celebrity, right? He did exactly what needs to be done. He said, shot a lot, I don't want to talk to you, bye-bye, and he
Snubbed him.
left.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
People that lead others should have a certain level of professionalism, a certain level of dignity in order to lead others.
Agreed. And respect. Respect for the next human being before anything else.
So I wouldn't invite him.
Ooh,
Ever. He might accept the invitation after what just happened a minute ago. He might accept the invitation, but here's the thing. We don't entertain that sort of behavior. We don't. South Africa as a nation should not be entertaining that sort of behavior.
But what's sad is that I looked at one of the videos where they went into this place. I think it's some warehouse or something.
Right.
The security guard got scared.
Yeah.
And allowed him through.
Because of fear, intimidation.
They don't even carry anything to defend themselves with. So looking at that, I'm like, this poor guy.
Exactly.
Now he has to, allow him through
What else
because
do you
he's
do?
scared. And everybody that's behind him, obviously, something would have happened.
I think what these type of individuals need to realize, and this is something, and he was very close to this, he was accused of being one of the instigators of the 2021 thing that took place here in KZN. He was accused of it. Since then, they say, no, he wasn't. But basically, to me, it means he's aware of it. When people get sick and tired, people stand up. And I'm saying people across the color line, the language line, the health line, everything. When people get sick and tired, they stand up. And I think South Africa is getting very quickly sick and tired of him and his vulgar behavior. on screen.
The support towards it is shocking.
But who's supporting it?
No,
People that can't work.
This
No,
is
that's
support
the thing
of citizens of this country.
Yeah, the thing is now, his message is getting lost in his violent actions.
Precisely.
Because the mission is basically to address workers' rights. Many workers in some factories are being treated in the worst way possible.
Yep.
So now it's sort of manifested into being a thing of race. Unfortunately. So now the workers are seeing that, okay, we're now getting a voice through this person.
Because
and
he's loud?
Because he's loud, vulgar, and will push through doors.
Let's go to the R word quickly. South Africa's favorite R word, race. And I'm not talking about Desi Raceway in Sheppey. I'm talking about race, the card that gets pulled out for convenience.
Yeah.
Right? The people that you're taking out of hospitals and clinics and schools and warehouses and jobs and all, they're also black individuals. They just weren't born here in South Africa. So Julius Malema asked a question not so long ago, right? Where he says, when they're finished with them, are they not going to come for you? Because why is the Zulu in Gauteng, the Zulu from Gauteng must go back to KZN? Why is the guy from the vendor guy, why is he somewhere else? He must go. Julius makes a point.
And
when is it going to end, basically? When is it going to end? And how is it going to end? So again, we go back to having Jacinta here, having a prosecutor here, asking one question, is what March and March is doing legal? Full stop. That's the question mark. That's it. Answer that question. Now, the other question. What's happening on the roads?
Breakfast rush traffic.
I hope he's still there because he's been hanging out for a long time. So has Buddy. Colonel, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'll be waiting for the Levite as well.
Okay. All right, leave the scorpions and everything else out of this. Tell us what's happening on the roads.
Roads are looking good this morning. I think people are still sleeping and, enjoying that extra 3 days before, between one long weekend and another one. So traffic is a little bit congested on the N2, north and southbound as you're approaching the Spaghetti Junction. Also the N3 coming into Durban. A little bit busy this morning, coming in from from inland towards the coast. I think people are starting to come in for the long weekend, so roads are starting to get busy. Remember the N2, you got those abnormal loads that are heading towards Richards Bay, coming in from Pongola towards Richards Bay. Very, very slow moving. A long line of traffic behind them. So just please approach with caution. If you want to overtake those vehicles, please be extra cautious because they're very, very wide. They're taking up the entire roadway. There are traffic officials that are there with them, and just listen to them and follow their direction, please. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Colonel Raouf. As you've ascertained, our listeners are too sharp for us on the anagram. They got your scorpion word really quickly.
Yeah, okay. Tomorrow's going to be a stinger for the long weekend.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, sir. Have yourself an amazing day.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Let's do this.
Dragged on. Excellent length. A little bit of movement.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Govender.
I'm not going to ask Buddy Governor's opinion on these things because I know he's quite the South African and he's going to get very patriotic. So we'll ask Mr. Sporting Legend about all things sports. Assalamu alaikum, Buddy Governor.
Walaikum salam, guys. Interesting conversation indeed. And a good point. But let's move on.
Let's get into sports news.
Yes. Well, the IPL, that's trailing, of course, the Punjab Kings. They suffered their first loss of the season after Donovan Ferreira's 52 not out led the Rajasthan Royals to a 6-wicket win. Today we see the Mumbai Indians take on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. That will go off at 4 o'clock this afternoon. In golf, South Africa's two times major winner, Steve Goosen, won his 5th PGA Tour Championship title after clinching the Mitsubishi Electric Golf Classic. Moving through to Madrid, tennis open. Top seed Yannick Sinner won his 25th consecutive Masters win, seeing off Cameron Norrie 6-2, 7-5 in their fourth round tie. And Giri Laheka progressed into the quarterfinals in the Spanish capital after he beat Lorenzo Musetti 6-3, 6-3. UEFA Champions League semi-final first leg, a remarkable game of football last night. I can tell you it was one of the greatest nights of football in the history of football. Ousmane Dembele and Kavicha Kvaratskhelia both got 2 goals each as Paris Saint-Germain beat Bayern Munich 5-4 at the Parc des Princes Stadium in Paris. As I said, what a remarkable game of football. Total quality from both teams from start to finish. Tonight we see Atleti and Arsenal. They will play the second semi-final first leg, and next week we'll see the second round, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing two great teams moving into the final. That's the sport for this Wednesday morning, Nichal. I look forward to getting back with you on Friday, inshallah.
Looking forward to Friday as well, as we get into what in South Africa we know as Workers' Day.
Absolutely. Workers' Day. Internationally, Workers' Day.
Thanks, buddy. Salamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Take care to you, Nazmeera and the Magic Team.
Walaikum salam.
I think in certain parts of the world it's known as Labor Day.
Same.
You
Your favorite word?
No.
Synonym.
Don't do that to me. The kids were picking on me. The kids were picking on me with that one there just yesterday in the car. Anyway, it's like, Dad, can we get some cinnamon buns? That was crazy. Anyway, Keshav Maharaj has been called up for the Mumbai Indians. Faisal, thank you very much for that droplet of information. Abdullah says, yeah, same, but different.
See?
It's 7:45 on this amazing morning. Weather-wise, it's not so bad. There's good news about petrol and diesel prices in South Africa.
Oh, yay.
I tell you what, because there's good news, you give it.
Okay, so National Treasury and the Department of Mineral and Petroleum Resources have announced that the fuel tax relief will be extended with additional relief for diesel. So you can go to Joburg for the long weekend.
Or they can come here.
This follows the 3 Rand per litre relief announced in March, which provided limited short-term relief to households from rising fuel prices following the Middle East conflict. However, since this announcement, the continuation of the Middle East conflict has resulted in consistent pressure on global oil prices, which has led to increases in domestic fuel prices. Now, because of this, the departments are now proposing to extend the relief by another month to the 2nd of June 2026. So, in addition, because of the large expected increases in the price of diesel, the temporary relief for diesel will be increased by 93 cents to 3 Rand 93 per litre, reducing the levy to 0 until now, the 2nd of June. And from the 1st of July onwards, the general fuel levy for petrol will return to about 4 Rand 10 cents per litre, and the general fuel levy for diesel will go to about 3 Rand 93 cents per litre. Short-lived sweetness.
That's like eating a jub sweet. Short-lived sweetness. Anyway, 13 and counting to 8 on this beautiful morning. Got to remind you that you can vote for the Breakfast Rush on the Best of Durban Reader's Choice Awards. You can do that. The Best of Durban Reader's Choice Awards within the entertainment and hospitality category. Right, it's one category, entertainment, hospitality. Get into that category, and as you scroll down into all of the various different subcategories, under Best Local Radio Show, you're going to find The Breakfast Rush. Go in there, if you will, and put a tick or highlight next to The Breakfast Rush, Radio Al Ansar, and you would have voted for this program that you enjoy every single morning. You make the choice to be here with us. We're asking you to make the choice to vote for us as well. And we appreciate every single vote. Now, if you got the time, in another category, like radio presenter, you're going to find my name, Nichal Sarawan. And if If you find it there, deep inside your heart, put a tick next to my name and say, yes, thank you. I'd appreciate that as well. Much appreciated from us to you, spending your time with us. And of course, well, we come out for nice things like these awards. You support us there as well.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision, and care. Proudly South African, and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love, from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
TBR, where you want to be when you grow up.
Radio Al Ansar welcomes your feedback. If you have a broadcasting-related complaint, please put it in writing and address it to the head of the Complaints Committee. Include your full name, contact details, a clear description of your complaint, and any supporting documents. You can email your complaint to feedback@alansar.org.za. That's feedback@alansar.org.za. Or bring it in person to our Pietermaritzburg office at 240 Ortman Road, Willoton. Your input helps us serve you better.
At the new Checkers Saxony Westwood, you'll find everything from our signature steakhouse classic cuts, expertly aged and ready for the braai. Try something exclusive like our Simple Truth certified lamb, responsibly sourced, free range, and raised without added growth hormones or promoters. Checkers Saxony Westwood, butchery, bakery, and deli, certified by the NIHT.
Looking for the perfect family day out? Join us at the Magma Agricultural Family Fair, where food, fun, and farm life come together. Enjoy exciting activities from animal encounters to live entertainment and hands-on farming experiences. And come hungry, because we've got plenty of delicious food stalls just for you. Plot D353 Omlos Road, Camperdown. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of May. Magma, bringing families together, farm style.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
सहर का वक्त था मासूम कलियां मुस्कुराती थी हवाएं खैर मकदम के तराने गुनगुनाती थी अभी जिब्रील भी उतरे न थे काबे के मिंबर से कितने में सदाई अब्दुल्लाह के घर से मुबारक हो शहे हर दो सरा तशरीफ ले आए मुबारक हो मुहम्मद मुस्तफा तशरीफ ले आए मौलाया सल्ली व सल्लिम दाइमन अबदन अला हबीबिका खैरुल खल्क़ि कुल्लिहिम मौलाया सल्ली व सल्लिम दाइमन अबदन अला हबीबिका खैरुल खल्क़ि कुल्लिहिम हुवल हबीबुल्लज़ी तुरजा शफ़ाअतुहु हुवल हबीबुल्लज़ी तुरजा शफ़ाअतुहु लिकुल्लि हौलिम मिनल अहवालि मुक़ताहिमी फ़ख्र आलम बादशाहे इंसो जां सरवरे कौनैन सुल्ताने अरब शाहे अजम एक दिन जिब्रील से कहने लगे शाहे उमम तुमने देखा है जगह बतलाओ तो कैसे गम अर्ज़ की जिब्रील ने ऐ शागिदी मोहतरम आपका कोई मुमासिल ही नहीं रब की कसम मौलाया सय्यदुल कौनैनि व थक़लैनि मुहम्मदुन सय्यदुल कौनैनि व थक़लैनि वल फरीक़ैनि मिन उर्बि व मिन अजम मीठे आका मेरे मीठे मीठे आका मीठे मीठे आका मेरे मीठे मीठे आका.
So everybody watching on YouTube right now, looking at this image, this poster, if it's on your television screen, right, that one there, on your screen, if it's there on your TV screen, what I'd like for you to do, suggestion, right, get your phone out, open up your scanner, right, your phone QR scanner, because the QR code is right there on that image. You can see it, it's that square with all the black dots and what have you. Scan that and it'll take you straight into the voting page for the Best of Durban, Best Local Radio Show. And again, the correct answer to that question is The Breakfast Rush. Call me biased, but I think rightfully so.
It's true.
Yeah?
I would also tell you that it takes very, very little time to go and cast your votes.
It actually takes you less time to vote for this than going and standing in a queue.
I was thinking it. I did not want to go there.
And waiting for the special on Dhania. You know,
some people, not that we agree,
yeah.
Since Nichal went there, I'll blame him for this.
Yeah,
They say, we won't go and vote there because nothing is going to change and we don't win and whatever else. We still tell you to go and do it and make your mark.
Mm-hmm.
But this...
Vote there.
This is voting for what you approve of.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Do that. It's moments to 8. We've got news coming up in just a couple of minutes from now. Salat times for today.
It is the 11th of Dhul Qa'dah, 1447. Zohar, 2 minutes to 12. Asr, 14 minutes to 4. Maghrib, 27 minutes past 5 this evening. And Isha, inshallah, at 6:45 tonight. Have a lovely day. Be the best version of you.
Thank you very much for your WhatsApp messages this morning. Guys are asking us to send the link for voting. Yeah. Okay. How's this? We put the QR code on the poster so you can scan it. It is the link. Right? So on the poster, the QR code that's there is the link. So you scan it and it'll take you to the voting page. Jazakallah for your intention to do the voting. So I'm going to ask the team if they can put it up onto the WhatsApp status as well, so you'll get it from there, and continue with your day. Be safe wherever you're going. Be warm wherever you end up. Do good. Be good. And remember to also vote for Cellular City Group, because I just got a message, a reminder that our set of Vodacom stores, the Cellular City Group of Vodacom stores, we've got a couple of stores in there as well. Best Cell Store, Bluff and Workshop. Why not? Whilst you're there, give them your thumbs up too. That's it for TBR for today. Do good, be good. Till the next time.
For over 5 decades, Sunfoil has nurtured a legacy rooted from our land. From a sunflower seed grown with goodness and love, crafted through excellence, precision and care. Proudly South African and the only 100% pure sunflower oil endorsed as a diamond partner by the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Cook with confidence, serving the best to the people you love from one dish to the next. Sunfoil, the heart of good cooking.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willerton Group, at the forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
TBR.